Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a stream. It's about 4 in the morning, and because of that, I am gonna be a little whoopsie, you know. But yeah, basically, as you guys can see, I have a completely. Sorry, I had to go for a while. I was streaming a while back, but yeah, I had to go for a while. Anyways, I'm just gonna pick a random point in time. Okay, so basically, you guys can see that we're gonna pay attention to the order flow. Okay, order flow, as in where is the market structure going towards. Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is, first of all, let's look at the market structure overall. You guys can see that this is the market structure. Was it a sell program? Right over here, we were in a sell program, and then shifted market structure after breaking this interval high. Pull back, keeps going higher. Right. So you guys can see this is basically, this is what bullish structure. Okay, so it's bullish structure, and you can see over here that we have this fair value gap. So if we look at the 4-hour and the 15-minute, okay, so these are the only two for time frames that I'm going to be looking at, and those two are 4-hour and the 15-minute. Okay, so we're not going to confuse ourselves too much. We're just going to stick to these 4-hour bias and 15-minute. I need to know on the 4-hour where the next candle is going towards. Okay, so you guys can see this basically over here. Like if we look at the PD arrays, this has been used, mitigated, or I mean manipulated, and we see the distribution like this high, this internal term high, and then you see this pullback towards this fair value gap, this wick, which is basically manipulating this fair value gap. Now what's next? Bullish. Boom. Just like that. Exactly. So in this scenario, for example, like knowing the fact that basically right after, like let's say we're bearish until we balance this fair value gap, right? So obviously in this point in time, okay, in this point in time, we're bearish. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're bearish. Okay, so you guys can see this is basically a low. Okay, this is a low that's broken, and this is a market structure shift. But in this case, I wouldn't really take this because it's not really much of a trade. But yes, it is bearish. Okay, this is the fair value gap. Okay, this is the fair value gap, so it is bearish overall. So if you guys can take a look at not this one, but rather this fair value gap. See, it's bearish. Okay, so if I go into the 15-minute, oh my god, I can't with this Spotify ads. Let me minimize this real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as you guys can see on the 15-minute, we have manipulated these lows, but overall, this is not convincing. You know why? Because there's resting liquidity over here, right? So in this scenario, I would expect price to balance this fair value gap and then go lower. Okay, I would expect price to go lower after balancing this fair value gap. Never mind, went higher. It's okay. Okay, kept going higher. Okay, so you can see over here, this 9:30 candle or 8:45 candle was the one that balanced it out. Hold on, let me do a reanalysis over here. So again, I'm not paying attention to sessions and stuff, but over here, let me just pick a different example. Okay, so let me just like go to like some random spot in time and select like over here, I guess. Okay, so this is some random spot in time. So obviously in this point in time, we have the break, a structure overall. The order flow is what bearish, obviously, as you guys can see. It's bearish. Okay, so what you want to look for next is basically what's the nearest draw and what it's drawing towards. It's drawing towards here, right? So there's a likelihood we might see a reaction at a discount level. For example, like let's say over here, if I draw the OTE, you guys can see that there is a order block over here. That's this is unmitigated over here. So I'm expecting price to draw towards this one at some point. Okay, seems like price is rebalancing. Oh yeah, I forgot the most important thing. So over here, as you guys can see, the higher time frame. So what is the higher time frame saying, right? So it's obviously drawing towards the lows, because as you guys can see, basically this fair value gap has been retested over here, manipulation wick, and then we have the distribution move lower towards this. Okay, so in the next few candles, okay, seems like it's going a little bullish. That's fine. I think it's a rebalance. If anything, it would rebalance this high and then it would go lower. Okay, so we had a wick, which basically took out all this liquidity over here. And let's see what it does next. Goes a little higher. Okay, in this case, I guess the market structure has shifted. Oh, yeah. We forgot one thing. Inter-term high, market structure shift. Look, this market structure shift indicates the fact that the whole overall structure has shifted from bearish to bullish, which means now price is trying to rebalance, okay, because we rebalanced this low as well. Even though there are resting liquidity, like all this has been rebalanced, right? So as you guys can see, like these lows, this low, these lows have been rebalanced. So now we have a market structure shift, as you guys can see. Now it's going towards now it's basically this is the formation of the price structure going bullish. So I'm expecting price to be bullish until this point in time. So let's see how it plays out. Use this fair value gap, okay, and then it sweeps this low. Okay, almost came to sweep this low. It took out this low, and then now we'll expect the movement towards the upside. Okay, seems like it came lower. That's fine. Let's see what it does. What's this? Okay, there we go. So basically, okay, this is something that I learned today, right? So over here, as you guys can see, even though these two were here, like for this full move, right? Full move, it needs a lot of like it needs a how do you call this? A strong low, okay, in this scenario. So you guys can see this is a failure swing, right? Obviously this is a failure swing. For example, if I just for example, okay. So you guys can see this is basically a failure swing. Sorry, not this one. Over here, right? You can see this is a failure swing. So it's an SMT, whatever you want to call it. So you guys can see basically once this SMT happens, you can see like after this SMT is mitigated, like over here, or swept in other words, that's when price goes higher. You know the reason for this is because these are what do you call those? Weak lows. Okay, these are weak lows because this liquidity has not been swept properly. So you can see this fuels up the whole liquidity from here, and even from like this area, all the orders coming from this area, and then it would fuel up the market and then go higher. So that's the reason for this. It's more than just a stop hunt at that point. I mean, it is a stop hunt if you think about it. But yes, basically it comes here because of this failure swing, okay? Because these are weak lows, so therefore it creates a strong low over here for price to go higher. So yeah, basically it takes out all this liquidity as well and everything together, and then goes higher. Okay, so you guys can see it's basically going higher. It's going to be pushing towards assuming towards, let's see, so it took out this, so I'm expecting a rebalance in price. See how it yeah, there's a bit of a fair value gap here, so I'm expecting price to pull back. Come on. Nope, not yet. Okay, now it's going lower. Seems to be retracing towards this low. Okay, we see a manipulation wick, so now I'm expecting price to go higher. Never mind. Okay, so went all the way here. That's fine. Okay, now we went. So again, you just need to know where the next candle is. You just need to know where the current candle is heading towards, and for that you just need to know what the next candle is gonna do potentially, because that's where the current candle is gonna close, right? So as you guys can see, this is basically a sweep. If you guys can see this is a sweep of liquidity over here, so that gives me confidence in this trade. So whenever I see the 15-minute market structure shift, I can in fact take this trade because this low has been swept. So this is a strong low. Okay, so we have a market structure shift, boom, price comes back, taps back into this, and then goes higher towards that. See? So it's pretty simple if you think about it, but let's see. So as you guys can see, this is the market structure. Yeah, so overall we're drawing towards this, that we know that for sure, but we need to look at the current price range, right? So obviously you can see that this manipulation has been done, so now I'm expecting price to low-key draw towards this. So now that I know this for a fact, What I'm gonna do here is look for a market structure shift. So for example, we had a market structure shift. So after price pulls back here, you could low-key entry from here, right? Good entry from here, put your stop loss here, and you take profit right here. But it's not really like a good trade. Yeah, it's not really a good trade, but you could take it. It's like a partial type of trade. Look, it goes and hits obviously, but let's see what it does in the next few candles on the 4-hour. So as you guys can see, we're getting ever so basically closer and closer towards the towards this drawn liquidity. There's a lot of there's a bunch of highs here as well, so I'm expecting price to low-key pull back and then go higher. Let's see what it does. Okay, manipulation, and then we see this. Okay, just like that. So it's pretty simple. Let me think of another example. So let me just go back in time to like here. Okay, so as you guys can see, okay, what's the overall order flow on the 4-hour? Okay, as you can see, we're bearish. Okay, you don't want to confuse yourself with too many things, so you want to just like stick to the structure. It will only be bullish if we shift the market structure. Okay, that's the only reason as to why. Sorry, not that one, this one. I mean, you could consider that too, but I would consider this. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have in fact rebalanced this. Okay, this was already rebalanced, but you guys can see this was taken out, and now we are taking this out. But overall, I'm expecting price to low-key go and rebalance this area until we see some sort of rebalance. We are in fact bearish. So as you guys can see, this is a point of interest. So I'm expecting price to low-key. Yeah, there we go. Manipulation wick. So now that we have the manipulation wick, let's see where we can expect price to draw towards. So I'm expecting price to draw towards here because this was already mitigated, and you can see this is a point of interest, right? So now that we have this, I'm looking for a market structure shift. So as you guys can see, we had a high being broken over here, and we'll expect the pullback to be a point of entry over here. Target the low, and let's target the high as my TP. Let's see how this goes. Okay, almost came to our entry. Okay, come on, take me in. Come on, bro. Okay, tag does in. Oh fuck, we flipped on our heads. The reason for this, let's see what the reason for this is. All right, my bad. Why was I being, oh my god. One reason and one reason only. Remember when I said bearish order flow and you shouldn't switch sides? You want to stick to that side. You see, like I was trying to long this, but obviously you see what happened? I just went to my stop loss. You know why? Because I told you something about like just stick to one side of the market for as long as there's no like change in character. For example, if there's like in this scenario, like if it basically breaks this interterm high, that's when you want to like assume the market's going to go towards the upside if it rebalances this and just goes higher, right? Obviously that wasn't the case, but in this scenario, as you guys can see, like obviously price was bearish, right? Like overall it is still bearish, so you don't want to like take trades towards the upside. So I just saw the opportunity and I was like, you know what, fuck it. But yeah, flipped on our heads. I mean, at most I think that the best spot you could take towards is like the closest draw, for example, like here, right? So this is something to note down. As you guys can see, like it went from here. If I go down to 15-minute, it went from here, it went from this like, it didn't pull back here though, but yeah, it did go towards like the first draw on liquidity. Because the thing is like this whole market structure is it's oh my, I can't speak. The market structure is bearish, so obviously you don't want to be like bullish. Like even if you are bullish, you want to be like involving in like a small corrective pullback move and not something like significant. So obviously like right here, it didn't take out these highs, obviously, but because of this reason, I'm expecting price to low-key like be taken out because there's a failure in price swing over here. So I'm expecting price to low-key be taken out. Let's see if it plays out like that. I just want to see if it plays out like that. That's why. Over here we have a high. So let's see if price goes higher than this.
Okay, so now we see this. We had a high over here as well. After this high was kind of invalidated. So now we have a, after this high was formed, we have a order block entry from this level towards we could take it all the way up here. What was I aiming towards? Yeah, okay. I can't remember what I was aiming towards, but yeah, it's all good. See, just like that. Okay, so it's a 1 to 12. I'm pretty sure, like I was looking at something specific. I can't remember what it was. What was it? No, because like with the previous loss, I saw something specific, like a very specific example. Oh, it was the oh yeah, right. So basically, the highs, right? So this is a failure swing, right? So that's why I said like basically over here, like this is also a failure swing. So I'm expecting price to at least go towards like minimum towards like here. Let's see if that really plays out. Okay, nope, don't think so. Okay, never mind. So yeah, okay. In that case, we'll just target towards like the nearest DOL, as you guys can see. But overall, I balanced this high, this level, and then it just basically dropped right after. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So as you guys can see, this PD area over here has been rebalanced. This fair value gap has been rebalanced over here, mitigated in other words. And this was drawing towards this liquidity level. We see a manipulation, the rejection wicks over here. We see the distribution move right then and there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to show you guys how this whole thing works, and also I wanted to show you guys how the let me try to do some more charting here. So obviously we know for a fact that we're bearish, right? So I want to use like a different example, so that way it's like, you know, it sort of refreshes my brain. I don't know where I just clicked, but anyways, this trend seems to be bullish. Let's see, let's look to the right. Like it seems, is this the same spot? No, never mind. 2016, that's wild. Okay, maybe we shouldn't go that far. It's like a while back. Okay, I think, yeah, let's go towards this point, January 2023. So as you guys can see, we're bullish at this point, obviously, because, you know, it broke structure towards the highs, and this long-term high was broken over here. I mean, short-term high was broken over here, and between these two, what do you call those? Short-term highs over here. So basically, what I'm saying is, now we're looking for bullish buys. Okay, so you guys can see the structure is going upwards now. So this is basically a pullback. I think we're in the corrective move. Never mind, we are in fact in the continuation move. So yeah, basically the closest drawn liquidity, because this level was manipulated. Where is it? Let me zoom in. So as you guys can see, this is a manipulation wick. Right here we see this manipulation wick, right? Manipulation wick, we see a distribution to the upside, and we see this pullback, and it settles with this. So now this low has been swept. I mean, this low has been swept. So now we have pretty good impulse movement towards the drawn liquidity. So now let's go towards the, oh, I can't check. Okay, it's all good. There we go, just like that. So now right after, it just basically drops towards, you know, rebalancing this level. And let's see. So it manipulated these lows, and this was already mitigated over here, as you guys can see, like this fair value gap with this, and basically rebalance this over here. So I'm expecting price to low-key be going higher. Let's see what sort of reaction we see at this fair value gap. Okay, we see a manipulation, and I'm expecting a bit of a drop again. Okay, we dropped. Okay, so we had a second manipulation, so now we should be safe to go higher. But for that, I need to see a market structure shift, but I'm assuming the next candle would be going higher. Okay, we had a bit of a sweep, a bit of a stop hunt, and now, okay, now this took this high and it took out these equal lows, right? And now I'm expecting price to take it all the way to this high. Let's see how this plays out. There we go, just like that. Okay, so pretty much it's pretty simple. You can basically execute on the 15-minute. I can't check the 15-minute for some reason, but like the market structure shifts, right? So obviously you want to like look for some like strong lows, right? Just strong lows. And yeah, so strong lows, the way you identify strong lows is by literally looking at like the overall fail swings, right? Because the fail swings, like if you guys pay attention to this, for example, these are all fail swings, as you guys can see, right? This whole area is basically a bunch of fail swings. In other words, some people call it trend line liquidity, but basically this is a bunch of fail swings. So these are all weak lows. Okay, all these are weak lows, and there's a bunch of rejection wicks as well. So these are weak lows. So overall, price does need to be taking out all those weak lows in order to have this strong low established for this distribution move to go towards the draw that we were expecting to go towards, as you guys can see. So that's exactly what happened. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And it also took this low manipulation, and it took out these lows, it took out this low, and we had a manipulation and a perfect home run trade towards the draw, buy side liquidity draw. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Using 4-hour and 15-minute, 4-hour for the high time frame and 15-minute for the low time frame. Okay, so as you guys can see over here, we have let's see what's going on here. So we have these highs over here as well. So now I'm expecting price to low-key pull back a bit. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I'm expecting price. If I'm not expecting price to pull back. My bad. If anything, I'm expecting price to rebalance this. Right. Let's see if there's any opposing PD areas. Yes, there seems to be one opposing PD area here. Right. Apart from this, there's no other PD areas that are opposing. So I'm expecting a bit of a reaction from this PD area to go lower, rebalance this, and then go higher. Let's see if it plays out. Okay, so we tap into this, but I'm not. These are equal highs, so I'm expecting price to low-key take this and go lower, take this higher and then go lower. Okay, now we took this high. Okay, now we should be able to go lower. Seems like we have a lot of bullish displacement though. I'm expecting price to low-key just continue. Seems like okay, that was completely wrong there. So I'm expecting price to take this low. Before, okay, never mind. Just came here and then it just went, okay. But this was also a fail swing, so I wouldn't be trading this anyway, ideally. So as you guys can see, if I go like the 15-minute over here, you can see like the market structure shift and then, you know, the pullback entry towards the upside, like towards this buy side liquid draw. So if you entry, let's say this is the 15-minute market structure that you were looking at. If you entry here, put your stop loss right here. And put your TP at this high. It's a 5, 1 to 5. Amazing. Anyways, guys, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, market structure has been bearish for a while. Now we changed the whole I can't speak for some reason. We changed market structure, as you guys can see. We changed from a sell program to a buy program, as you guys can see. We had a pullback and then we have a impulsive move. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm super sleepy right now. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's about 4:30 in the morning where I live. But yeah, expecting a rebalance over here. It's still this is still valid, to be honest. There we go. So now we just shot higher, and if anything, if it wants to drop because it took out a high, right? So if it wants to drop, let's expect price to go lower. As you can see, there's a lot of rejection wicks from the top, which means there's a lot of selling pressure. Okay, now I took out these equal lows and this trend line liquidity. So now we have a bit of a home run. So let's see how this plays out. So I'm low-key expecting price to like go and take this before. So yeah, we see this injection wicks right here. So I'm expecting price to low-key go and take this. Okay, so we see this strong high. We have all these fail swings over here, and it takes out this high. I'm expecting price. Okay, in this scenario, I would expect price to go and take this. Okay, never mind. Flipped on my head. Anyways, I'm super sleepy right now, guys. I can't even speak for some reason because I'm like literally falling asleep. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later.